was cracking, everybody. So took a few days off. I went and got another damn phone, changed companies, and got a deal for this iPhone 10. Now I want the 11. But anyways, um, so I guess the last few days there's been some buzz, some disagreement, and I saw the videos. I saw the one that Gil put out. Shout out to Gil. Um, and so here I go with my 2 cents. Um, you know, while these videos that came out, you know, there was funny moments, right? People made some funny comments and statements in their videos, and like I laughed out loud watching both, in different parts of the video, but um, at the same time, I was damn, man, somebody can get seriously hurt, man, and that's not that's not what anybody wants, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think you come on on the internet and you come on YouTube to get into bullshit like that. I don't think any channel does that. I don't care which one it is. But I will say, and I want to be clear, that I've personally reached out to, or shouted out, or whatever, had some kind of interaction with almost every single channel. You know. I have made myself available to a lot of the channels, as far as, if you got any, you'd like any advice or whatever, and I've always said, hey, let's just, Gil's the only one that I usually bullshit with on here, and that's another thing. I wanted to make sure that I shouted out Joey from Feathers Grove. The dude is very humble, man, and I've shouted out JD, and I've shouted everybody out, just about. And to me, like, I'm right there side by side with Gil, as far as, if you're being positive, man, like I said it before in another video. If your personal expectations are gonna block you from learning something, then it's just not for you. Um, you know, this dude Savage, people will bash him and do all this shit, but he's not telling people to go the route he went, as far as checking in. He's not bad mouthing. I just don't get it, man. I look for positivity, period. You know, people that are negative, I just avoid. In my everyday life, in my viewing, on what I'm watching, everybody's got a message that they can share if they've straightened their lives out. And um, if it's not for you, then just move on. And I'm not trying to target one individual or two or three. I'm just saying straight out, in my opinion, it's just such a waste of energy, man, to um, engage in that shit. Because I really believe, man, that the energy you put out is the energy you get back. Um, and I know in my case, man, I've done so much negative shit that I don't want no negative energy around me. Um, I know that my audience, my viewers, my subscribers, I look at my analytics, and low battery. I look at my analytics, and my audience is an older audience, more mature audience. There are youngsters involved in this channel, and they've said that, you know, what things that I've said have helped them, and they try to apply them, and that feels good to me. And I'm telling you right now, always try to focus on positivity in your life. You'd be a fool to disregard good advice due to, put it like this, let's just be straight up. You can be caged in prison and under the control of the jailer, right? But an even colder prison is the one that you create in your own mind. Because the jailer, all he can do is tell you, open your door and close your door. You're in control of everything else you do behind them walls, right? But when you've created a jail in your own mind that limits how you can conduct yourself and how you have to react and respond to things, that jail in your mind is worse than any jail that man can devise. And it ain't easy, man, getting to that point in your life where you're grown enough to be like, you know what, I have to be selfless. I have to sacrifice for my family and do right for my family. You know, from a very, 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 very young age, I chose a neighborhood as a family over my own flesh and blood. And I wouldn't have hesitated to hurt my own flesh and blood for the neighborhood. You know, I remember when I caught my case, and supposedly one of my homeboys was related to the victim, and I heard in the neighborhood he was upset. And I saw him in the county, and I was like, what's up, you tripping, fool? We're banging. You know, and he was like, nah, fool, that shit ain't even true. But I was like, homie, if it was my primo and he was, you know, trying to push a rival neighborhood shit and you smoked him, hey, he's playing the game, right? And honestly, I'm ashamed of that thinking, man. Now that I'm grown and you know, I did those things, and those things led me to be the person that I am now. But I don't know, man. I'm just saying, you guys gotta evaluate what you've created up here, man, and ask yourself, is it limiting you or is it expanding your horizons? You know, have you built up walls or are you breaking down barriers? Only you know, and you're only gonna know when you really dig around in here and figure it out. Do the right things in life, man. Fuck all that negativity. All right, I'm out.